we're going to look at some details of she goes, he goes. First, we're going to look at what the lady is doing. So she's just doing her left turn. In hustle, in level 1, we have just the lady's left and right half turns. So all these are asked her to either turn left or right. And we really don't, we give different names to the moves just for convenience, but they're really all the same move. She's just turning left halfway, or she's just turning right halfway. The arms, this is just, you can think of those as a decoration. And what the leader does is irrelevant in terms of what she's being asked to do. So she's just being asked to go straight and turn left. And he can go anywhere, doesn't matter. She still goes straight, turns left. So she needs to initiate her turn right away, A1, which she's doing here. It's good. She brought her feet together. Okay, this might be a little big step here. Maybe it's not totally ideal. You know, it depends on the timing and how it's led and all these kind of things, how quickly she can get around. It's probably better if she takes a smaller step here and pivots over her left foot rather than this. This is really a side step, right? So, but she gets around, so it's not, it's fine, you know, as long as it's not impeding you both, but probably could be a little better. Now she's bringing her feet together. That's good. And her third step, 3 is a big step. That's her pretty step because, let's look at, so she's going to do it here again, turning left. So this is a she goes, he goes, she goes. So she goes, then he's going to go, then she's going to go. So when we say go for her, it's her left turn. So when you step on your left foot and turn, you have to both step and turn. So your next step is going to be small because you don't have that much time. So when you're turning left, you take, after the 1, this is 1, your 2 will typically be small if you're getting all the way around. Okay, this is, so she didn't get all the way around, right? Her toe's still pointing this way on 2 instead of that way. Now that could be, this is me, the leader, that could be my fault. I might not have given her a turn soon enough. So we have to figure that out, you know, why that's happening. But it'd be a little better if she turned around on 2 and would go backwards and made this, then this would be smaller. And then her pretty step, stepping back on 3, can be her long step. So she's actually turning on 2. We wanted her to turn a little earlier. Ideally, you know, we're social dancing, so, you know, everything's okay. But when you do it more precise, you have more time to do more things. Okay. And this is her 3. And let's look at it one more time. So again, this toe is this way on 2, that toe's that way. So it would be, when we don't do things ideally, this is how we learn. When you see someone do something that's perfect or, you know, ideal, then you don't see what you're doing to do something better. So this is called, I call this a wobbly top. So instead of pivoting around her standing leg, she's stepping and turning at the same time. It's like a wobbly top, so your balance isn't as good. If you wanted to do, we're only doing half a turn here, but later on we're going to, level 2, we're going to do 1.5. And when we do 1.5 and you're trying to step and turn at the same time, you're like a wobbly top, and it's difficult to do. You spin out of control. It's hard to stay on your line. So ideally, she would have had this toe pointing this way and be kind of going backwards on her too. Again, that could be the leader, because maybe I'm too far down the hall for her to have turned too early. Maybe I needed to progress more or something like that. Okay. And she does take a nice straight back step for 3. Okay, now let's look at what she does when the leader goes. So we're not going to look at the leader yet. Just look at the lady that was her she goes. And let's look at the leader, what he does. So how does he lead the she goes? So arm up in swing dancing. Hustle's kind of a swing dance. In hustle and swing dancing, so in swing dancing this is a rock step. So this is 1, 2 in swing dancing, and in hustle this is a 1 or and 1. If you do a 1, it's faster. You have more time. You can dance to faster music. If you do and 1, you lose 8% of your time. So that's the difference between dancing at 102 beats a minute versus 110 beats a minute. So if you dance a 1, 110 beats a minute. If you do and 1, you're dancing at 102 beats a minute. Anyway, the hand up doesn't mean turn. He already led the turn. See, her toe is already pointing out. Her head's turned. You can see how far his head's turned. So let's go back, if we can, just a little bit. This is shot at 30 frames a second, so that's only 3 frames approximately for a tenth of a second. It's very hard to see exactly what's going on here. Let's go back just a little bit, if we can. So her toes started to turn out. He's already turned his head. So he's already raised the hand. So he's already led her left turn. And when we lead, communicate in social dancing, we want it to be natural as part of our dancing. We don't want it to be something exterior to the dancing. So this is one of the reasons why we don't do any tension or pressure, no pushing or pulling. And let me just back up a little bit further. Okay. Let's try that again. So he's leading it before she steps back. He's going to lead her left turn. He's already led it. You can't see it because it's so subtle, but she knows, because you can see his hands already started to come up. He's already led it. What he's done is he's rotated her a little tiny bit on her back step in that direction. So this foot is, instead of going straight back, he's rotating her. He's moving the collection just a slightly bit around her so that this foot kind of almost goes behind that foot, just a little bit, instead of straight back. Let's back up a little bit. So when he's leading this basic hesitation step, see how perfectly aligned the connection is? And he's leading this step straight back. Straight. See that? Her toes already turned out because he just moved this foot over a little bit. Maybe only an inch. But it's enough that when she comes forward, she feels both coming straight and she feels rotation. So this follows our rules. So we have the ABCDs, law of balance, we're not pushing and pulling, there's no tension here. C, she maintains the connection. Her rule is when the connection moves parallel to the floor to maintain her frame. That's what rotated her foot back. As soon as the arm has any vertical motion, this becomes spaghetti arms. There's no leading happening here. She's just maintaining this connection, but she already knows she has to turn. You can see her toe. Now, that's C, law of connection. And then D, law of direction, she knows is to keep going. So the two directions are straight and turn. So she already knows she's coming forward, and she's got to turn around. And everything that's happening in these hands from here on out, there's no communication going on. He's not in terms of where she's going. She's going straight, turning left. And wherever he goes, it's up to him to go wherever he wants to go. Let me back up again. So back in hustle and swing, we want the hand up on 2 if we're going to do an underarm turn. No later than 2. If you're later than 2, it's going to be stressful on her shoulder. So he led the turn at her waist. Now you could lead the turn at her waist like he did here, or you can raise the hand and then lead the turn. But to lead the turn, you have to move the connection horizontal to the floor. Now, this is spaghetti arms here. These arms should be soft, soft, soft. No tension. We don't want to put pressure on her shoulder. Now, whoever's going under the arm, you can see she's going under the arm. The other person needs to close the distance and allow the turning person to move their arm comfortably over their head. So that's a responsibility. Now, he's nice and tall with long arms, so it's pretty easy. We're going to see for she goes what she has to do. So until the arm clears the head, see how nice and close he is to her? He's kind of hovering over her. That's what we want. If we backed up one step when the arm was right there, we could see he was just, let's see if we can do that. So we can see just how close his frame is to right behind her. See that? So as her arm went over her head, he's just totally hovering over her to make her turn easy without any stress in the arm or shoulder. This is really important for safety, because safety is the most important thing when we social dance. We don't want to get hurt. Once the arm clears, now we can separate. And when he takes the hand around the back, he can slide it along here, make connection with her arm, so she knows not to raise her arm. Okay, now let's look at the he goes. Her rule is to maintain the connection. So let's go back. So he takes a hold of her here. You could also, it's even better if you slide the hand down the arm, because she may be tempted to release the arm. So the sooner you make connection here with her arm, then her rule is law of connection, the follower maintains the connection. So she'd have to keep it. And he just slides the hand. This is going to end up, this is on her forearm, but it will end on her hand. There we go. He actually let her back step, and he's bringing her forward now. So she knows she's got to go straight. Hand up doesn't mean turn for the lady for many reasons, and one of them is what we're going to see right now, because he's going to turn. So if hand up meant turn for the lady, then she'd try to turn here. But she knows hands up doesn't mean turn. Okay. She must maintain the connection. So as he brings the hand towards himself, she must turn towards him. But she already knows she's going straight, so she has to stay on her line. This is really good. So you see, he's taller than her, but as long as she stays close, she can reach up over his head. And he's 6'2", maybe 6'3" in those shoes, and she's probably 5'8". Now, if she was only 5 feet tall, she can still reach up over his head if she stays really close. If she stays close enough and reaches straight up, she can still go over his head. So if you're the lady and your leader's going under the arm, you have to close the distance, no matter what. So if he got away from her line, she's got to break that rule, because safety first. Or the law of balance, either one. There's no tension here. They're just touching. So they keep the hands where they touch. If there would be tension being created here, we want you to let go and break the connection. Because if there's tension, that's going to affect your balance, also strain on your shoulder. You could get hurt. So we prefer that if under the underarm turn, you let go and let the connection break before you create tension. So you know you're doing it, everything's fine if you don't feel any pressure or tension in the handhold. And he's just going to back out here. And they do another she goes here. Okay, from this side, again, she's already turned before the hand has come up, so he let it down at her waist. Again, it's kind of the wobbly top thing. There. See where, look, this is really good. So he's directly behind her as the hand went over her head. And he's really close because he's still got hold of this hand. That's what we want. Makes it nice and soft on her. Now, when she does this underarm turn, we let the hands smoothly rotate under here so that you can end up in the same comfortable handhold. See, his palm is up. Her palm is down. That's because they just let the hands rotate without trying to keep any particular connection when the hand was over their head. So, see, nice handhold here. Okay, let's look at his footwork. We're going to go back to the beginning. Okay, so one, he's come to the side. We talked about this before. It would be better to do his to the side. So he did straight back, and this one came forward. Okay, he didn't really cross his legs. That's good. If this one comes too far over here and you cross your legs, then you have to swing your leg around. That's not good. That's bad. But he can bring his foot straight forward here. That's good. That's fine. So that's almost the same step. It's basically the same step he did when in Change Places. So you can go back to Change Places where we discussed that. Let's do it again. So he led it by When he sends her back, he's going to elongate this part of the connection a little bit, stretch that out, and bring his other arm, his right, this is his left. He's going to bring his right arm a little bit closer to him. So that's going to cause her to slightly turn in that direction. And then when he brings her forward, he realigns the hands, and that gives her the straight and turn. You don't lift her hand, you just lift your hand, leaders, and the follower keeps her hand on your hand. This is just going to happen very easily here. These are the same footwork as change places. Now, when he goes, he's going to turn away from her. He's going to put his back to her. So, 1, this is He did the 1 already. 2 is going to go here, but he's going to point his toe away from her. There we go. So that's 2. The toe's starting to point away from her. And he's going to pivot to his left. It's good, bringing knees and ankles together here. And then 3 is going to come back in this direction. His back is to her here. Just bring the hand over your head. There we go. So he didn't get his toe around on this 2. So also a little bit of a wobbly top. Maybe not. It's not. Could have turned a little bit sooner here. And finishing up